What's up, y'all? Welcome to my channel. This is Lucid Prophecy Tarot. Don't mind my dripping hair because I just took the shower. But besides all that, welcome back to my channel. Classes back in session. I apologize if you were watching that last video and you got cut off, but we're going to just jump straight into it. I'm not going to elaborate on the things that I talked about in the last video. I'm just going to touch on them very lightly. It was in regards to translating the words demon and also other things like genius and etc. So I would recommend go checking out that video if you haven't already, so that you know basically what I'm bridging off of in regards to Taurus season and the Demon's Gate. So when we think about demon, all right, a lot of us have some type of religious connotation associated with the thought of demon, or some type of Hollywood depiction of the word demon, right? And we automatically associate that word with that entity. And you know, in my personal belief, I believe it originally was not that, but you have lesser beings, you get what I'm saying, and interdimensional beings that feed off of certain forms of energy that can be considered a lesser spirit, which associated it with the term demon, because when it got to Latin, when it got translated into Latin, that's when it got associated with the term a lesser spirit or a wicked being or something like that. But before that, it was describing the spirit that is associated with everyone, most people who have spirits, the spirit that's associated with you at the moment of birth, which eventually guides you and then merges with you, your entity, right? And cultivates your talent, whatever your talent may be. And your talent comes, which is weight. So you become a heavyweight, you gain a crown. But besides all of that, your talent transforms. It comes from inborn to worked on, mastered, to exceptional. And that talent, whatever that talent may be, is associated with that spirit or tutelary deity. Basically, God-like energy. And we got to understand, it's important for us to talk about religion because this is Taurus season. The Hierophant card, you get what I'm saying? Organized religion. So let's talk about it. So in the Christian Bible, it's described in Genesis that humanity was breathed into. There was a breath that was given from the divine ultimate source, right, to humanity, which gave humanity that ability to co-create, or ability to be in the image of God. You get what I'm saying? So we got to start looking at things on a higher level, but let's keep going with it, all right? So the Demon's Gate, your flesh, because you have a physical body, is described in certain Eastern philosophies that's considered a more like the 3D, you get what I'm saying, the fleshy things. That's why it's like Capricornian. It's like a demon energy, but it's not like an evil, wicked being energy. It's associated with slow moving energy. Think about it. Like everything that we eat, everything that we consume, everything that comes to us in this 3D realm, on this 3D level, is vibrating incredibly slowly. So it is of a lower vibration. You get what I'm saying? We need to dispel the thought that lower vibration every single time is a wicked thing. Like, we need to start understanding that there's levels, right? And everything is really waves and energy patterns and rhythm. But besides all of that, before I go off on a tangent on that, let's get back to the demon. So your body, your flesh, is the demon part of yourself, essentially. You get what I'm saying? And that's just how I'm interpreting it, and that's just how I'm getting it. You get what I'm saying? I'm not proving, trying to prove nothing to nobody. But think about it. And the Demon's Gate is your mouth, which Taurus ruled, right? It's the things that you consume. The mouth is the first point of entry usually. You get what I'm saying? But we have different points of entry where we consume things. Like, think about this. You are consuming a thought, right? Or you're consuming certain emotional patterns, which stems from thought. Really, everything can be based off of thought. But you got to understand, we break things down into elements. Okay? I'm not trying to lose none of y'all here. I hope that y'all keeping up with where I'm going, all right? So the demon's gate, it rules everything that is incoming essentially to you immediately. That's why the second house rules over your immediate income, or the immediate income that you make. You get what I'm saying? It does not accrue for your legacy. You get what I'm saying? It's the first stages. Also, the first stages of Venus, feminine energy being associated into the planet. So we got to understand that feminine energy being able to take in energy, right? Mix it up inside of themselves, just in a simple way to explain it, and then use that energy to create a whole nother form. You get what I'm saying? Transmutation is something that is very important, and that is very that can be activated within us at this time. Because think about it, people say you are what you eat, and that is very true. You get what I'm saying? You are what you eat, and you are what you think. You are what you feel. You get what I'm saying? And you are what you see. So it's like, and I mean see from a spirit level. So when we're talking about the demon's gate, we're talking about, what are you feeding into this vessel? You get what I'm saying? In order for you to become whatever it is that you want to become, because think about it, your immediate money that you gain, right, is then used for you to accomplish this and that, whatever you need to accomplish. Goals, set your goals. Not even just money, immediate income. That's not just money. I'm just talking about things that come to you immediately, and as far as your 3D reality, because Taurus is a physical sign. It's an earth sign. All right. And that blends into spirit alchemy. All right. Everything that we do or consume can be broken down into the elements. You know, the ancients knew this a long time ago. We needed to prove this to ourselves for some reason again. But you need water to survive, just period. That water is a vibration. That water holds a spirit. That's why it's impressionable. Okay? You need quote unquote oxygen, or things within the environment, invisible atmosphere, to keep on kicking in this bitch. Air. All right? The spirit of air. Breath. That's why when you lose your breath, they say that, oh, your spirit is gone. You're dead. Okay? All right. Next, we have earth. What we just talked about. What you consume. You need food to live, to operate this vessel. Spirit alchemy, the earth elementals. And next, this not even just finally, because we still have space, or akasha, you get what I'm saying, and ether, or well, not really an ether, but spirit. But besides that, fire. You may say, oh, how is fire associated? Fire associated in many different ways. One very simple way I can tell you how fire is associated with you being able to stay alive and operate this vessel is metabolism. Chemical processes within the body. When the food if you did not have that chemical energy to process what it is that you consume, this earth, you would die. Fire spirits. enzymes. Also, this leads to lightning because plasma is also a derivative of fire, okay? Because when the lightning hits a tree, what does it cause? Fire, all right? Lightning synapses in your brain. Fire spirits, spirit alchemy. And you need space for all of this stuff to happen. Your spirit is the controlling essence of this vehicle, and it knows what elements that it needs, and it brings all of these elements together and mix them up together. Transmutation, alchemy. That's what this is about. This is not no spooky hoopity boppity bit bullshit. I'm not even wearing pants. And that's not even important. But I don't need to wear no pants. I just got off work and I'm back at work. But this is the message. Taurus, what do you use? What illusions are you dispelling? And what is your source of faith? What is your source of faith? What do you seek refuge in? And that can be different things, but why? How do you draw power from that? Like what you consume. How can you draw power from what you are consuming? True power. Or is what you're consuming, because we're not perfect here. Like I said, I'm human too. I have a demon vessel as well. So I'm still learning as well. But this is the message, and I am a messenger. Same thing with the thoughts. Are you reading? Even subtitles. You get what I'm saying? Because we're living in another age. Well, can you even read subtitles? And I ask that seriously. Because you get what I'm saying, no judgment here. But, you get what I'm saying, we need to start exercising our brain because it's a muscle as well. Puzzles, I feel like, are very significant as well. So maybe you were into puzzles at one point in your life, whoever's watching this video, or someone that you're close to. And getting puzzles, attempting to do them puzzles, whether it's just putting things together in a certain way, is going to allow you to put together certain things in your brain so that you can come into knowledge that is delivered directly to you through your divine source. I'm picking up that you also need to take a shower before, you get what I'm saying? Make sure that you clean off that energy, you get what I'm saying? Because the energy is very potent at this time, especially with the Scorpio full moon I'm hearing. Or I believe it was a Scorpio shit. I'm not entirely sure, but that's what I heard. But do I have anything else to touch on this point? Yes. So, the attendant spirit, the spirit associated with you at the moment of birth. That spirit, because it is associated with you, holds a soul contract with you. That spirit is a reflection of you. It's like what people call like your higher self. You get what I'm saying? Because that spirit has lived your soul contract and is here to guide you in a sense. Not your exact soul contract, but it's been appointed to assist you in your soul contract because it has experience in that realm. So, how you treat yourself, how you feel about yourself, what you consume has a lot to do with your connection to that entity. Because that entity is vibrating very, very high. Not saying that it's greater than anything. We need to dispel the illusion. It's just of a higher vibration. What anatomically is of a higher vibration? Air. That's why we describe a lot of messages and angels and all that having wings and air. Air is the fastest vibrating wave that we've been able to detect so far. So, if you're walking around, that's why the ancient teachings, they say, have clear waters, emotions, heart is light as a feather. You get what I'm saying? The heaviness, it weighs you down and it prevents you from being able to ascend. That's why we're always talking about moving up. It's raising the vibration. And what you consume, does it weigh you down? What you think, does it weigh you down? What you feel, does it weigh you down? I mean, there's nothing wrong with grounding your energy. That's different. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about holding you back. I'm talking about bags. Because we all got them. So it's a point of realization and a point of truth towards energy. Being completely like straight up about the situation. You get what I'm saying? This is what your cards are. Now you can choose to switch your hand, but you have to make that decision. And you have to be able to dispel the illusion within that decision. Be it coming from someone else opposed upon you, or be it from brainwashing. A lot of people are not going to really receive this message, but for those that do, just know, the more that you come into realization of who you are, the more peace you experience. You experience people who shut their ears and their eyes and they hide and all that. We all have things that we don't necessarily just blast on Front Street, but it's about living authentically and who you are and knowing who you are. You can't know who you are if you can't connect to you. You can't hear, you can't make a synapsis. The Hierophant card. People say that is God. But I believe that the Hierophant card is our experience with the concept of God. Our many ways. There's a fly in here, excuse me. A big ass fly too. Oh my God. It's like fly season. Like where I'm living right now, we're not far from farms. But this thing is wild. I ain't even got the ear buds in. Anyway, I'm sorry. The fly just threw me off the way off. What was I saying? Yeah. So anyway, I'm just gonna just wrap this video up here. I don't want to talk y'all ear off. But if you need to watch this video again, watch this video again. I'm definitely going to watch this video a few times because a few things came through that I wasn't expecting to say. But besides all that, thank you so much for tuning into my channel. This is Lucid Prophecy Tarot. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for the donation. Thank y'all so much for the likes, subscribe, shares, and just taking time to enjoy my content. I hope that this is really beneficial for you, and I hope that it is a seed that makes you think and that blooms for you in the near future and that continues to bloom on a stable foundation. So yeah, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that notification bell if you want to get more videos from Lucid Prophecy Tarot. My hair is dripping again. Drip, drip. Shout out to the water signs, the fire signs, the air signs, and the earth signs. All y'all. Yeah. Bye.